All right, everybody, we are on the all-new Scout 101. It's a model that is a nod to a classic Indian Scout of the past, or so I've read. That was bad. All new. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna get in this turn lane here. All right, well, that's a fail. This this is a clutch that I'm not used to, and it lets out really quickly. Just getting started on this ride. Comfortable riding position for what this is. We got, I think, 6-inch risers here and forward foot controls. See if we can do this without killing it. I haven't killed it wants to do it again. Oh my gosh. All right, I have to check out and see if people are having issues with that. But yeah, from first gear, it's a very unforgiving friction zone. I'm trying to find it, and I mean, I've been riding for 16, 17 years, and I have not had this kind of trouble getting out of first gear, probably since I first started riding it. So, you know, it's probably something, adjustment you can make, or something that over time you'll get used to, but just a weird thing there. Not common for me. You can watch, I've got over 80 test ride videos, and you know, it happens when you ride a new motorcycle, but this is new for me. All right, so we've got a really cool setup here. We've got these upside down rear view mirrors here on this setup with these risers. You know, I don't know if I like this upside down mirror setup on a bike where the risers aren't super high. You know, it's not bad, and it's a good look. I think people, cruiser riders, especially on something that's as stylish as the Scout 101, like to have kind of like this unique touch. Everything on this bike is standard. So we've got keyless start. We've got this beautiful display. You can toggle through the display with this trigger here on the right side of the controls here. We're gonna see if we can't. We got navigation. I mean, this. I think they call it ride command with Indian. It's a bright, really clear display. Okay, I think what it wants is a lot more throttle than I'm used to giving right out of the gate, in order to not stall out the bike. It's just weird. Like I said, it's weird for me. All right, let me get out in front of this. Looks like self-canceling turn signals. Just getting into this. Like I said, this is a beautiful motorcycle, and we're just in standard mode here, so we're going to try out different ride modes here. I believe this display here is a touchscreen display as well. Oh yeah, super sporty ride. We've got some decent lean angles here, and one of the things that I noticed about the Scout 101 is that it's very close in weight, even though there are some extras here, like a adjustable rear suspension, the Fox rear suspension, I believe. Yeah. Usually there's not a lot of traffic out here, but it's been a while since I've done this route. Oh yeah, I mean, this standard mode is pretty tame. You know, even when I give it a good roll on the throttle, it's not surging me super quickly forward. So let me see if I can find out how to change the ride mode here. There we go. So you hold down the trigger, ride. Oh no, that's just the ride. This is the kind of stuff you shouldn't be doing while you're riding. Yeah, so even for this new 1250 V-twin engine, I'll have the specific specs down here for you. A good roll on the throttle is not overwhelming, and it's you know, to me it's a little unexpected. You know, it's the way that this bike is tuned stock. that, you know, I'd let you know if I feel like a bike's gonna get you in trouble because it's super sporty. But in standard mode, it feels pretty like a standard cruiser. You know, even with the 1250cc engine and 111 horsepower that this engine puts out, you know, it's very manageable in standard mode. So I want to see if I can't. I really don't like doing this on the fly.
A few moments later.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna mess with it. But I will say that let's just see if we can close this out. This is where you know, these gloved hands aren't gonna be a big help to you when you're getting through these menus. There we go. Oh, there, it's just catching up. So also the gentleman that helped me get set up with the bike was showing me that it takes a while for this digital display to get up, and I think that's the big setback for these digital displays, right? If they're not intuitive and they're hard to get through. If I can't do this with a gloved hand, you know, it starts to get become more of an annoyance. Yeah, I mean, what I like about this is that even that in standard mode here, you know, even though it's got plenty of power, plenty of torque, plenty of horsepower, it's not overwhelming. And I think what happens is, when you start tuning these bikes, when you start upgrading the engines and stage 1, stage 2 kit, stuff like that, is it becomes less manageable. And you know, obviously if you're a seasoned rider and you're used to that, yeah, we're getting used to this, letting this clutch out. If you're used to that, and you can handle the power, it's fine. But in a riding position like this, where you're leaning back and your feet are forward, your hands are forward, you know, it becomes more difficult to handle. Oh, stop sign. Whew. Check out the brakes. Got ABS standard on this bike. I'm gonna turn here. I'm gonna make sure that the turn signals are self-canceling here. I don't want to give you guys any false information. Yep, self-canceling turn signal. Very nice. All right, so comfortability wise, this bike is really nice. The seat here, it has, for me, it's a very ideal firmness in the seat, where like it's soft and it feels like a gel layer underneath here, that I can ride in the seat for a while. Because when you get too soft, you know, you start hitting the bottom of the seat pan, and it can get uncomfortable on longer rides. I don't feel that coming from here. It's got a nice the seat material is a good material to wear. Oh, I think I was supposed to turn right here. No? Yeah, I'm supposed to turn right here. It's a good material so that I'm not slipping back in the seat. It's a nice grippy material, and so not only is it comfortable, it's going to hold you right in your seat, and it's got that nice back like cup shape to it, so you're going to stay put. So no worries there. I don't know what happened to this gauge here. Settings. What is going? So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say, you know, I'm just gonna say, I'm not in love. I'm not in love with the ride command. Whew. All right. Not in love with the ride command. It's just not. It's not snappy. When I want it to do something, when I press a button, it doesn't want to go right away, and then it stalls out, and then I end up pressing too many buttons, and then we end up in a screen that I don't want to end up in. So, I mean, I've ridden with the ride command before. I don't think I was trying to do all of this while I was riding, but yeah, I mean, this is problematic, I think. I'm sure that I'm sure the Indian is aware of this, especially since the gentleman who was helping me with the ride was saying that you know, it's kind of slow to come up. Yeah, let's go to gauges. Okay, we're just gonna stay here. Oh, see, I think that was a matter of it catching up. Okay, anyway, let's not stop talking about the display here. Lots of extras on this bike. We got cruise control, which is looks like it's standard. You've got the menu toggle here with your yeah, again, I'm pretty sure that's a menu toggle switch there, but it's not working. One of my other complaints that I had about the FTR, which is kind of a similar setup here on the Scout 101, is that buttons are small and they're kind of close together. I like it better than the new Harley setup where there's so many buttons. But the problem when it's close together is that you know, accidentally hitting the horn when you're going for the turn signal, and just getting used to it. Again, this is things that you're just going to get used to as you own, if you were to own this motorcycle. And I mean, if there's updates that they can do to the ride command to make it more snappy and not so it's laggy. It's very laggy. And maybe it's just this, maybe it's this specific model. So leave it in the comments. Do you own a Scout 101? Have you ridden a Scout 101 or a Chief that has the digital display that's not so laggy? Because yeah, it's annoying. All right, I'm going way too fast, but I just really want to test out the handling on this bike, and it's really nice. This bike is a point and go, right? And really confident in a turn. You know, we haven't made any, and we're not going to make any real exaggerated leany turns, but you can tell that this bike is gonna really be nice in a turn. And you've got some excellent lean angles for a cruiser on this bike. I believe it's at 33 degrees, so it's in the 30s, which is good. I rode a 2013 Dyna Fat Bob with a 31 degree, I believe, lean angle, and that you could lean that thing for days. You know, on a cruiser you're only going to get so aggressive in a turn, and it was plenty. So you're going to have plenty of fun on this bike. And had I been able to figure out how to get into sport mode, I think you would see how peppy this engine can be. Standard mode was a very manageable power delivery, but in sport mode we're going to get into it here. Okay, now I'm really disappointed that I did not find a way to navigate that ride command. Oh, third and fourth gear. Ooh, at a lower RPM. There's still a lot of pull. Like I was riding a lot of pull all over the RPM range here in fourth gear. You know, usually the gear I like to live in, as far as like getting on it, is third gear once you you know, off the line and oh, come on.
We now return to your regular programming.
When talking about sport mode on this bike is how touchy the clutch is and getting out of first gear. I do worry about a little bit about how much more drastic that's going to be in sport mode, but again, that's not something that I can speak to because you know, I wasn't able to test it out. Got fully adjustable upside down telescopic front forks, which is a great feature on a bike like this. So I mean, you're just looking at all these upgrades. Is it worth the premium? I believe this bike's in the $16,000 range. By the look of it, by the feel of it, I would say it, you know, oh, another brake check. Yeah, brakes are really nice. You know, the ABS sometimes makes it feel like you can't get great stopping power, but this bike has really good stopping power. Have had a couple quick turns, and it's handled it really nicely. Now, what I will say about the display is a nice display. It's bright, it's clear. That I can't complain about, but I will complain about the rest of it. Love this front fairing. As we've been riding here, you know, it's been really nice deflecting the wind. I haven't felt it right in my chest. Haven't felt any buffeting, which you're probably never going to get with a windscreen this size. But we're coming back here to the end of the ride. This is a really quick route. But guys, if you have questions, I try to answer them with the short time that I've had on the Scout 101. Make sure you leave your questions in the comments. If you like this video and enjoyed yourself, make sure you hit that thumbs up down there, which is the like button. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Guys, if you're out there riding, please be safe. Be kind to one another. My name is Eric. I'm that one guy, and I am